Welcome, chosen ones. If you've been feeling like you're in a waiting season, wondering when things will finally shift, know this: you're exactly where you're meant to be. In this video, we'll explore divine timing, inner transformation, and the blessings preparing to meet you. Nothing about this moment is accidental. God's hand is guiding you, and what you've been praying for is closer than ever. Stay with us and allow your faith to be renewed. Chosen One, tonight marks the moment your life has been preparing, for a divine miracle is coming your way. Archangel Michael himself, moved by the urgency of the moment, is crying out with tears, urging you to act now. This is not a typical moment. This is a divine appointment that has been orchestrated by heaven. The timing is crucial. Heaven has been working tirelessly on your behalf, aligning every event, person, and circumstance to bring you to this very moment. The miracle you've been waiting for is at hand, but it requires your immediate action to unlock it. The doors are open, and the blessings you've been waiting for are pouring towards you, but only if you are ready, present, and willing to step forward in faith. This is not just a gentle nudge or a casual opportunity. This is a divine event, one that has been set into motion by heaven itself. God's timing is perfect, and this moment has been divinely orchestrated to meet you right where you are. The forces of heaven have already set everything in motion, but your participation is crucial. Your actions, your obedience, your readiness to move in this moment will determine whether you step into the miracle that is waiting for you. Heaven is not only ready to release the breakthrough, but it is waiting for you to step into it, to act in faith, and to claim the blessings that have been set aside for you. Do not let the feeling of doubt or hesitation stop you. The time to act is now. The moment for your miracle is upon you, and it's critical that you stay present, alert, and willing to move in the direction that God is leading. Archangel Michael, deeply moved by your situation, is calling you to stay focused and aware. He knows the significance of this moment and wants you to recognize its urgency. This is the time for action, chosen one. Heaven is prepared, and it's waiting on you. $1 trillion miracle is on its way to you, not just in the physical sense, but in every aspect of your life. This miracle will bring not only material blessings, but also spiritual, emotional, and relational healing and restoration. But just as importantly, it will align you fully with God's divine purpose. It's a life-changing blessing that will elevate you into the next phase of your destiny, but only if you act with urgency and with faith. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. This is your moment to step forward in faith and claim what has already been prepared for you. God's timing is impeccable, and your actions now will unlock the blessings that have been waiting for you. Archangel Michael, alongside all the heavenly hosts, has been working behind the scenes to prepare this miracle, and now it's time for you to receive it. The keys to your breakthrough have been handed to you, and the only thing left for you to do is to step forward, to trust God, and to take hold of the miracles that are on their way. Time is of the essence. This is not a time to second guess or procrastinate. Heaven is calling you to respond immediately, not because God's blessing is fleeting, but because this divine appointment will only unfold fully if you act with urgency. The miracles are already set in motion. They're on their way to you now, but God is waiting for your participation. Stay present, stay focused, and do not let doubt cloud your heart. Your miracle is here. This moment is not just about receiving something for yourself. It's about stepping into your divine calling. As you embrace the blessings and favor God is about to pour into your life, you are also stepping into the purpose He has set for you. This miracle is not just a reward, it's the beginning of a new season, where you walk fully aligned with God's plan for your life. And the breakthrough is not just for you. It's for everyone around you too. The miracle you're receiving is going to change your life, but it will also ripple out to bless your family, your community, and those who have been waiting for someone like you to lead the way. So chosen, one, do not hesitate. Now is the time. The moment for your miracle has arrived. Heaven is ready. Archangel Michael is crying out, and your breakthrough is here. The question is, will you respond with urgency and faith? Will you step into this moment and claim the miracle that has already been set aside for you? Your breakthrough awaits. The time to act is now. Chosen one, as you continue to process the urgency of the divine moment unfolding in your life, it's essential to recognize that this isn't just an ordinary opportunity. This is a divine appointment. Heaven has been preparing this exact moment for you, and everything that you have experienced, every trial, every test, and every season of waiting has led you here. The miracle you've been waiting for is no longer distant. It is right on the horizon, and all that remains is for you to act in faith, to step forward boldly into the blessing that is being poured into your life right now. In this moment, the stakes are higher than they seem. The miracle you are about to receive is not simply a personal reward for your faithfulness. It is part of God's greater plan to align you with His kingdom purposes. The blessings that are coming to you are not just meant for you alone. They are meant to prepare you to fulfill your divine destiny and to help fulfill the divine calling placed on your life. Your purpose is so much bigger than just receiving a miracle. It is about walking in God's perfect will for your life and becoming a vessel through which His blessings can overflow to others. This divine moment is about much more than just receiving something for yourself. It's about God activating His divine plan in your life in ways you can't even imagine yet. There's a divine significance to this timing. The miracle is ready to manifest now. But the key to unlocking it is your willingness to step out in faith, to act in obedience, and to claim what God has already set aside for you. Heaven is crying out for you to be present and ready. Your faith must be strong, and your spirit must be open to receive what God is about to do. Understand, chosen one, that this miracle isn't just going to change your circumstances, it's going to change your entire spiritual trajectory. When you receive this miracle, it will release something in your life that goes beyond what you have imagined. This miracle will not only elevate you into a season of unprecedented favor and blessings, but will also provide the foundation for the greater things God has in store for you. This is a moment of divine acceleration, where what once took years or seemed out of reach is suddenly within your grasp. But to receive this miracle, you must act quickly. The window of opportunity is open now, and it's vital that you stay present, vigilant, and ready to act. Heaven has already set everything into motion. The timing has been prepared. This is not a coincidence. The miracle that is coming to you has been prayed for, fought for, and prayed into existence by angels and heavenly beings. The archangels, led by Archangel Michael, have been working behind the scenes, orchestrating circumstances, aligning relationships, and ensuring that the path before you is clear. Everything is already in place, but your willingness to step forward in faith will release the floodgates of heaven's blessing. The urgency is not just for your sake, but because heaven's intervention is needed now, and it depends on your readiness. Do not let hesitation keep you from your miracle. When Archangel Michael weeps with urgency, it's a divine call for you to take this moment seriously. This is not a time for complacency, nor is it a time for second-guessing or waiting for more signs. The sign is already here. This divine appointment is upon you. And the only thing remaining is for you to act in faith, knowing that God's timing is always perfect. The miracle you are about to receive will change everything. And it will change more than just your circumstances. It will transform your heart, your purpose, and the way you interact with the world. This divine blessing will align you more fully with God's plan for your life, and it will be the key that unlocks the next level of your spiritual journey. It's not just about what you receive. It's about the greater purpose God has in mind as He prepares you for the next phase of your life. God has always had a plan for you, chosen one, and that plan is now unfolding in real time. The door to your breakthrough is wide open, and this moment, this divine appointment, is the key to walking through it. Everything you've longed for, prayed for, and worked toward is coming together in this instant, but it requires your active participation. The miracle you seek is not on its way in some distant future. It's here, it's now, and it's waiting for you to step forward in faith and claim what God has prepared for you. To step into this miracle, you must move beyond hesitation. Faith is the only currency that unlocks heaven's blessings. God has always asked His children to trust Him, even when the way is unclear, even when the path is uncertain. Your willingness to trust Him, even when you don't understand the full picture, is what will allow you to step into the blessings that have been set aside for you. Just like Peter stepped out of the boat onto the water, God is calling you to step out of your comfort zone, to take that first step of faith, even when the unknown feels overwhelming. Understand that this moment will require you to act without fully knowing the outcome. But that's the beauty of faith. It doesn't require complete understanding. Faith simply requires trust in the one who has already seen the outcome and has gone before you. The breakthrough you've been waiting for, the miracle you've prayed for, has already been set in motion. Now God is waiting for you to step forward in obedience and claim it. The window of opportunity is open, and everything you need to walk through that door is already within you. The time to act is now. So chosen, one step forward with confidence and trust in God's perfect plan. The moment is here. Archangel Michael's tears are a symbol of the divine urgency to not miss this opportunity, to not delay. Heaven is watching, and God is preparing to release a miracle in your name tonight. The door is open now. Take that step of faith and claim your miracle. Chosen one, as you approach the divine breakthrough that is unfolding in your life, it is important to understand that the miracle you are about to receive is not only dependent on God's perfect timing, but also on your spiritual readiness. The forces of heaven are already working to bring your blessing into fruition, but for you to receive it fully, you must align your heart, mind, and spirit with the flow of God's divine plan. This chapter is about preparing your spirit for the miracle that is about to manifest. In this crucial moment, spiritual alignment is key. Before the miracle can unfold in your life, your heart must be in a place of readiness to receive. God does not force blessings upon us. They are given when we are spiritually prepared to handle them. This moment of divine appointment is not just about what is being given to you, but about you becoming a vessel capable of holding the fullness of what God is about to release. The miracle you've prayed for will not be merely a surface-level blessing. It will be transformative, changing your life from the inside out. And for that transformation to occur, your spirit must be open, receptive, and fully aligned with God's purpose. Archangel Michael, who has been entrusted with guiding you through this process, is already at work behind the scenes, ensuring that the spiritual atmosphere around you is cleared and prepared for the miracle. His intervention in your life is not just a sign of heaven's attention. It is a sign of the deep spiritual work that is being done to ensure that nothing stands in the way of your breakthrough. There are spiritual forces at work clearing obstacles and preparing you to receive God's divine provision. But while this work is happening in the spiritual realm, your role is to open your heart and mind to receive it. Your spiritual openness is essential in allowing the flow of blessings to move freely into your life. Archangel Michael's guidance is also working to remove any spiritual blockages that may have hindered your progress in the past. These blockages can come in many forms: emotional wounds, doubts, negative thought patterns, or even unresolved spiritual issues. They create barriers that prevent the flow of God's favor and blessings. Michael's tears are a symbol of the deep care and intervention happening in the spiritual realm to remove these barriers. God's angels are actively working to ensure that nothing stands between you and the divine release of miracles that is coming your way. You may not be fully aware of the spiritual work being done, but know this: heaven is intervening on your behalf. Every prayer you've prayed, every step of faith you've taken, and every ounce of your trust in God's plan has created spiritual momentum. And now the angels are working tirelessly to clear your path. But for this work to be effective, you must align your spirit with God's divine flow. This means releasing any spiritual resistance, surrendering your doubts, and stepping into a place of openness and expectancy. Your role in this process is to trust that the work God is doing is already in motion, and that your readiness to receive is the key that unlocks the floodgates of heaven's blessing. It's important to remember that God's blessings are not just about receiving material gain. They are about receiving the fullness of His presence, His peace, and His favor. You must align yourself with this greater purpose, knowing that what you are about to receive is part of a much larger divine plan. You are not being blessed just for your personal benefit. God is positioning you to step into your greater purpose, to walk in the divine calling He has for you. Your spiritual preparation is crucial in ensuring that you are not only ready to receive the miracle, but also ready to step into the new level of purpose and responsibility that it brings. Spiritual alignment also involves letting go of past hurts and limiting beliefs. In order to fully receive the miracle, you must release anything that has been holding you back. Whether it is old wounds from the past, fears about the future, or doubts about your worth, you must let go of anything that hinders your ability to fully step into the new season that God is bringing. Archangel Michael is helping to clear these blockages, but your participation is required. You must consciously surrender to the process, trusting that God is releasing you from the past and preparing you for a future filled with divine blessings. This moment of spiritual alignment is also about actively inviting God's presence into your life. You must create space for Him to move. Just as you would prepare your home to welcome a guest, you must prepare your spirit to welcome the blessings that are coming. This preparation requires a heart that is open to change, a mind that is focused on God's truth, and a spirit that is receptive to the divine flow of blessings. You are not just receiving a miracle, you are becoming a vessel for God's presence, grace, and love. As Archangel Michael works behind the scenes to prepare the way, he is also guiding you to recognize the importance of this moment. Your spiritual awareness is key to receiving what God is about to release. Be attentive to the spiritual signs, the nudges from the Holy Spirit, and the divine invitations that are happening all around you. These subtle signals are God's way of guiding you into a deeper relationship with Him and into the miracle that He has prepared. Your heart must be open. Your eyes must be open, and your spirit must be ready to embrace the full measure of the miracle. In the moments leading up to your breakthrough, take time to prepare spiritually. Pray for clarity, for guidance, and for strength. Ask God to clear any doubts, fears, or obstacles in your heart, and to make your spirit fully receptive to His will. Allow the Holy Spirit to fill you with peace, confidence, and expectation. Your spiritual preparation is a vital step in receiving the divine blessings that are about to unfold in your life. Heaven is moving, and as you align your heart with God's purpose, the floodgates of blessing will open. This is a moment of spiritual awakening. Chosen one, a moment to step into a new level of faith, trust, and divine alignment. Archangel Michael's tears are a symbol of the deep love and care Heaven is investing in this process. And now it's time for you to step forward in faith, knowing that your miracle is on its way. Prepare your spirit, prepare your heart, and trust that the best is yet to come. Chosen one, as the spiritual atmosphere around you continues to align with the divine flow, it's important to understand that your openness to receive is a vital component in what God is about to do. The miracle that is coming to you isn't just about material gain. It is a divine transformation that will touch every area of your life. It's a spiritual and emotional awakening, and your ability to fully step into it requires a surrendered heart, a cleared mind, and a spirit open to receive the fullness of what God has prepared for you. Archangel Michael, as he weeps for you, is not crying out in sorrow, but in anticipation. He knows the immense blessing that's about to unfold, and his tears reflect the spiritual work that is being done on your behalf. His role in this process is to ensure that nothing hinders the miraculous flow that is coming your way. The key to unlocking this miracle is your spiritual alignment with God's divine plan. It's not about your works, your ability, or your understanding. It's about your willingness to trust and align yourself with the purpose that God has already established. This is why preparation is so essential. Just as you would prepare your home to receive an honored guest, you must prepare your heart and spirit to receive the honor of God's blessings. These blessings are sacred, and they will require you to step into a higher level of spiritual responsibility. You will be called to be not just a recipient of God's goodness, but a steward of His blessings. And this requires alignment with His purposes, both for your life and for the lives of those you will touch. One of the key components of this spiritual preparation is releasing the mental, emotional, and spiritual blockages that may be hindering your ability to fully step into your miracle. The doubts, fears, and insecurities that have followed you through your journey must be surrendered. Archangel Michael is clearing these blockages for you, but you too must choose to release them. You have been carrying burdens that were never meant for you to bear, and God is calling you to let go of those weights. Forgiveness for yourself and others is an essential part of this release. Healing is part of the miracle, and part of the spiritual preparation is allowing your heart to heal, to forgive, and to open to the new season that God is bringing you into. The old hurts, the past, disappointments, and the insecurities that have held you back are being released. Allow them to fall away so that you can stand strong, unburdened, and ready to walk in the fullness of what God has for you. Spiritual alignment also requires clarity of mind. The thoughts that have kept you stuck in patterns of hesitation and fear must be cleared. It's time to replace those thoughts with the truth of God's word, the promises He has spoken over you, and the understanding that you are ready to receive what He has prepared. Archangel Michael is working to remove any confusion or mental fog, but your active participation is essential. Take captive every thought that contradicts the promises of God. Every time doubt tries to creep in, remind yourself that the miracle is already set in motion. Your faith is the key to receiving the abundance that is coming. Trust that God's timing is perfect, and His plan is already unfolding on your behalf. Prayer and meditation are powerful tools in this process of spiritual preparation. Spend time in prayer, seeking God's guidance and aligning your heart with His will. Ask the Holy Spirit to fill you with peace, clarity, and understanding. As you prepare for the miracle, open yourself to God's presence and allow His peace to surround you. This is a time of consecration where you set aside time to focus fully on God's plan, allowing your heart to become completely open to the blessings He is about to pour out. One of the most powerful ways to prepare spiritually is by embracing gratitude. Thank God in advance for the miracle that is on its way. Gratitude opens the door to more blessings and positions you to receive what God has for you. Even if you don't see the full picture yet, thank Him for the favor, for the breakthrough, and for the divine provision that is already coming. Thank Him for the divine intervention and for His angels who are working tirelessly on your behalf. Gratitude aligns your heart with the flow of divine blessings and shifts your focus from what you lack to what God is abundantly providing. During this preparation, remember that God is not only preparing the miracle, but He is also preparing you. The blessings you are about to receive are not just a reward, they are part of a divine plan that will shape and mold you into the person He has destined you to be. This process of spiritual preparation is not only about receiving something, but about becoming something, a person who can carry and steward the blessings that God is pouring into your life. God's blessings are not meant to be hoarded. They are meant to be shared to impact those around you and to bring about transformation. This miracle is a tool to fulfill God's purpose in you, and part of your spiritual preparation is understanding how to use it for His glory. Archangel Michael's role is to ensure that you are fully aligned with God's will. His tears are symbolic of the deep care and spiritual work He's doing to clear the path for your miracle. Every obstacle in your heart, every block that has prevented you from stepping into your full potential is being removed. The path ahead is becoming clearer as you align your heart with God's truth. Trust His process and embrace the spiritual guidance that is being offered to you. You are not walking this path alone. Heaven is intervening on your behalf, working with you to ensure that every area of your life aligns with God's perfect will. Your role in this process is to remain open, to stay focused, and to continue trusting God. Your spiritual preparation is essential to receiving the miracle. It is about aligning your heart with God's purpose, letting go of past hurts and fears, and stepping boldly into the future He has prepared for you. The miracle that is on its way is not just a fleeting moment of blessing. It is a divine transformation that will set the course for the rest of your life. Prepare your heart, prepare your mind, and trust that God is already moving on your behalf. The miracle is coming, and as you prepare spiritually, you will see how every part of your life is aligning to receive it. Chosen one, as you continue on this journey toward your miracle, it is crucial to understand that faith and trust are the pillars upon which this entire process rests. In the moments of divine urgency, when the breakthrough is just around the corner, what will carry you through is your faith in God's plan. Faith isn't simply the belief that something will happen. It's the complete surrender to the fact that God's plan is already in motion, and you are part of that divine process. Faith is not blind. It is a deep, trusting knowing that God's timing is perfect. His will is unfailing, and His promise to you will not return void. As Archangel Michael weeps with urgency, calling out to you to act, he is not simply encouraging you to move forward with hope. He is emphasizing the power of trusting in the unseen. The miracle that is being released into your life is already in the spiritual realm, even though you may not see it with your eyes just yet. Faith is stepping into the unknown, believing with everything in you that what God has promised will come to pass even when the path ahead seems unclear. It is so easy to doubt when we cannot see the full picture. Our natural minds want clarity, and our hearts seek assurance in every step. Yet God is calling you to trust Him beyond your understanding. Trusting God means surrendering the need for answers. Trusting Him means stepping into the unknown, holding His hand in faith, and walking with the assurance that His word will not fail. Your faith activates the miracle that is already in motion. It is your faith, your trust in God's perfect process, that opens the doors to the breakthrough you seek. When you are standing on the edge of something new, the unknown can be overwhelming. It is in these moments when fear tries to rise and doubt whispers in your ear that your trust in God's plan becomes your anchor. The miracle you are waiting for requires you to step beyond the familiar and into God's promise for you. And that means trusting that even though you can't see how the miracle will unfold, God's plan is already laid out perfectly. The very fact that you are in this moment reading this message means that God has already paved the way for your success. This process of trust doesn't happen all at once. It is built with each step of faith you take. Faith is an action. It's choosing to move forward even when the world around you says to wait. It's choosing to speak words of belief when circumstances are trying to convince you otherwise. Trust in God's process means refusing to settle for less than His best, knowing that the full manifestation of your miracle is on the horizon. When you act in faith, you acknowledge the unseen, the spiritual realm, where the miracles are already in motion. Faith doesn't require you to see the end result. It requires you to trust that God has already prepared everything you need. Your part is to walk forward in faith, step by step, knowing that God will reveal His plan as you go. In moments of doubt, when your heart races with questions and concerns, remind yourself of God's faithfulness. Look back at the moments when He came through for you, when you thought all hope was lost, but He made a way where there seemed to be no way. That same God who has been faithful in the past will be faithful to deliver in this moment. Every step you take in faith is a step towards seeing the full manifestation of the miracle He's prepared for you. Trust is not passive, it's active. It's an action that calls you to move forward even when you can't see the entire path. Trust is the willingness to walk into the unknown, to take the first step without knowing what the second step will look like. This is the place where God wants to meet you, where you let go of control and let Him lead. This is where miracles happen, when you move beyond fear and doubt and step into trust. It's the place where heaven responds, where angels are dispatched, and where the doors to your destiny swing wide open. As you continue to trust God, you'll begin to realize that the miracle is not just about receiving a blessing. The miracle is in the transformation. It's in learning to trust Him in all things, knowing that His plans for you are far greater than anything you could ever envision. The breakthrough you're waiting for is not just about a financial miracle, a relationship restoration, or a personal victory. It's about your spiritual transformation. Every step you take in faith is refining you, shaping you, and preparing you for the next chapter of your life. There will be moments when fear tries to creep in, when doubt whispers, and when the temptation to shrink back becomes overwhelming. But know this, chosen one, the power of your trust is greater than the fear you feel. Every act of faith is breaking down the walls of doubt and fear. And as you continue to trust in God's perfect process, you are opening the door to blessings that will surpass your wildest dreams. The unseen miracle is coming, but it requires you to step into faith, knowing that God's plan will unfold perfectly in His time. So take heart, chosen one, and trust in the goodness of God. Even when you can't see the path, trust that God is leading you every step of the way. Your faith is unlocking the miracle that has been set aside for you. God's perfect plan is in motion, and your breakthrough is already on its way. Trust the process, trust His timing, and walk forward with the confidence that you are exactly where you need to be. The miracle is coming. The time for your breakthrough is now. Chosen one, as you continue to step forward in faith, it's vital to understand that faith is a living, breathing force that works in the unseen realm. It's not just an abstract belief. It's an active, powerful force that moves mountains, breaks chains, and opens doors. Faith is the key that unlocks the miracles God has prepared for you. But to fully walk in this power, you must trust in God's process, even when it seems difficult to understand, even when you can't see the full picture. Trusting God's plan is the foundation of your breakthrough. We live in a world that values control, certainty, and predictability. The natural world tells us that we must understand every step plan, every detail, and be able to see the end before we begin. But God's kingdom operates differently. Faith requires us to step into the unknown, to trust in what we cannot see, and to believe that God is working even when we don't feel it. It's in those moments of uncertainty that God is often working the most profoundly. When you trust God in the unknown, you make room for His miraculous intervention in your life. You open the door for divine provision and supernatural breakthroughs to occur in ways that are beyond your comprehension. This is where many people falter. When they cannot see the end result, when they cannot predict the outcome, they begin to doubt. But God is not asking you to have all the answers. He's asking you to trust Him with your future. He is the creator of all things, the one who knows the end from the beginning. When you place your trust in Him, you are placing it in the hands of someone who is sovereign over everything, someone who has your best interests in mind, someone who has been working for your good long before you even knew what was coming. Trust is not a passive act. It's not simply waiting for something to happen. It's an active choice to believe in the goodness of God, despite what your circumstances may tell you. Even in the face of adversity, even when the breakthrough seems far off, trust means standing firm in God's promise that He is working on your behalf. And just as surely as you stand in faith, He will show up in His time and deliver the miracles He has promised. The process of trust involves surrendering your need to control the outcome. Many times, our doubts and fears are rooted in the desire to know exactly how things will unfold. We want to have it all figured out, to be able to see the finish line before we even start. But faith calls us to release that need for control and trust that God's way is better. Trust is saying, I don't know how this is going to work, but I believe that God has a perfect plan, and He will provide what I need at the right moment. This is the posture of trust. Open hands, willing to let go of our own understanding and allow God to lead. Every time you let go of fear, every time you release your grip on control, you are stepping deeper into the power of faith. Faith and trust are inseparable. You can't have one without the other. Faith in God's promises is the root, and trust in His process is the fruit. When you trust in His timing and His will, you will begin to see how every step of the journey is bringing you closer to the manifestation of your miracle. Trust is also the foundation for true freedom. When you trust God completely, you stop relying on your own strength, your own plans, and your own wisdom. You begin to lean into God's wisdom, understanding that His plan is perfect. It's easy to get caught up in the pressure of having to figure everything out on your own. But when you trust in God's plan, you find freedom. The weight of the world is no longer on your shoulders. God is carrying it for you. And when you trust Him, you will see how He makes a way where there seems to be no way, how He provides exactly what you need at the moment you need it, and how He works all things together for your good. But trusting God is also about taking action. Faith without action is dead. You can believe with all your heart that God is working for you, but you must also step forward, ready to act when the time comes. Trusting God means having the courage to take the first step, even when you can't see the whole staircase. It means acting in faith, stepping into the unknown, and believing that God will meet you where you are. When you step forward in faith, God meets you in that space of action, and that's when miracles begin to unfold. This is how faith activates divine intervention. When you move in obedience, trusting that God is leading, the power of His presence goes before you, clearing the way. The miracle is not just about the end result, it's about the faith that is developed along the way. It's about growing deeper in your trust, allowing God to shape your heart, and strengthening your relationship with Him. Remember, chosen one, that the miracle you are waiting for is already in motion. Even when you can't see the full picture, even when it feels like you're walking in darkness, God is already at work, making a way. Your faith and trust in His plan are the key to receiving it. It's not about having all the answers. It's about believing that God has the answers and trusting Him with your future. As you move forward in faith, you will begin to see the manifestation of God's promises. Every step of trust you take brings you closer to the miracle that's waiting for you. You are not alone in this journey. God's faithfulness is the foundation of your trust, and His Spirit is the guide that will lead you every step of the way. When you trust God, He leads you into the fulfillment of His divine purpose for your life. Trust in His process. Step out in faith and allow God's power to unfold in your life in ways you cannot even imagine. Your miracle is on its way, and with each step of faith you take, you draw closer to the blessing that God has prepared for you. Chosen one, as you continue on the path toward your breakthrough, it's essential to understand that part of the miracle process involves a profound spiritual awakening and the release of blockages that have been standing in your way. Archangel Michael, who has been working tirelessly behind the scenes, is deeply moved by the work that is being done in the spiritual realm to clear your path. This divine release is essential for the miracle to fully manifest in your life. Without it, the flow of blessings and favor that God has prepared for you would be hindered, and you would not be able to fully step into the destiny that has been set aside for you. The time for your spiritual awakening and the removal of the blockages that have held you back is now. Spiritual blockages can manifest in many ways. They can be rooted in unresolved emotional wounds, negative thought patterns, old fears, or even generational curses that have been passed down through your family line. These blockages prevent the free flow of God's blessings, leaving you feeling stuck, hindered, or unable to move forward. But heaven is intervening, and Archangel Michael is actively working to clear these obstacles, to remove the things that have prevented you from receiving the fullness of what God has promised you. These blockages are being broken now. One of the most profound aspects of this process is understanding that the release of these blockages is not just about external circumstances. It is a deeply internal process that allows you to experience a shift in your heart and spirit. As the blockages fall away, you will feel a deep sense of relief, peace, and freedom. Your spirit will be awakened to the truth of who you really are in Christ, a child of God, chosen for greatness, equipped to receive his divine favor and positioned for transformation. Archangel Michael's role in this process is crucial. His tears symbolize the deep spiritual work that he is doing to clear your path. This work is not just about removing obstacles. It is about preparing your heart and soul to receive the blessings that are already on their way. Michael is actively working to ensure that the flow of divine blessings is unimpeded by any lingering fears, doubts, or emotional wounds. As the blockages are removed, you will experience an acceleration in your spiritual growth and understanding. The heaviness you once carried will be lifted, and you will walk forward with a renewed sense of purpose, confidence, and divine alignment. The process of spiritual awakening and the removal of blockages also requires your active participation. You must choose to release the things that have held you back. God is doing the heavy lifting, but you must be willing to let go of the emotional baggage, the limiting beliefs, and the past hurts that have kept you stuck. Forgiveness is a key part of this process. Forgiving others, and also forgiving yourself, is essential to breaking free from the blockages that have held you captive. When you release the grudges and pain from your past, you make room for the new blessings that God is pouring into your life. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you condone or forget the wrongs that have been done to you. It simply means that you are no longer allowing those wrongs to control your future. Forgiveness is an act of spiritual freedom. It's choosing to release the grip that past hurts have on you so that you can move forward in the fullness of God's peace and grace. Archangel Michael, in his deep compassion, is helping to break these chains, ensuring that you are released from the emotional and spiritual strongholds that have hindered your progress. Another crucial aspect of the spiritual release is breaking generational blockages. Many times we find ourselves carrying the weight of generational curses or patterns that have been passed down through our families. These blockages can manifest as fears, insecurities, unhealthy patterns of behavior, or even financial struggles. They are not your burden to carry, and heaven is moving to break them off of you right now. Archangel Michael is intervening on your behalf, ensuring that the curses and strongholds from past generations are removed so that you can walk freely into the blessings God has for you. As these blockages fall away, you will begin to notice a shift in your spiritual perspective. The weight of past burdens will no longer feel heavy. You will feel lighter, freer, and more aligned with God's will. This spiritual release will bring clarity to your mind and peace to your heart. You will be able to see God's plan for your life more clearly, and the path ahead will seem less obstructed. The obstacles that once seemed impossible to overcome will now be easily removed, and you will find yourself walking forward with confidence, knowing that nothing can stand in the way of God's blessings. This process of spiritual awakening and blockage removal is not just for your benefit, it is also for the benefit of those around you. As you step into your spiritual freedom, you will begin to see how your transformation influences those around you. Your light will shine brighter, and your testimony will become a beacon of hope for others who are struggling with the same spiritual blockages. Your freedom will inspire others to break free from their own chains and step into the divine blessings that God has for them. The miracle you are about to receive is not just for you, it is part of a much greater divine plan that includes the lives of those around you. Archangel Michael's intervention in your life is a direct reflection of God's love and grace. He has been assigned to help you step into the fullness of your divine purpose. As the blockages are cleared and your spiritual awareness is awakened, you will feel a renewed sense of purpose. You are stepping into the destiny God has designed for you. And every step forward from this point on will bring you closer to the fulfillment of His promises. So, chosen one, embrace this moment of release and awakening. Trust that heaven is working on your behalf, clearing the way for the miracle that is about to unfold. The blockages that have kept you from stepping into your full potential are being removed. And as they fall away, you will walk into a new season of divine favor, blessing, and abundance. The spiritual forces are working tirelessly to ensure that you are positioned for the breakthrough you've been praying for. This is your time. Your spiritual awakening is unfolding now, and the blessings you have been waiting for are coming to you. Trust in the process. Trust in Archangel Michael's intervention, and trust in the divine timing of God. The miracle is unfolding, and you are ready to receive it. Chosen one. As the process of spiritual awakening continues, you will begin to realize the depth of the transformation taking place within you. The blockages that once held you back, whether they were spiritual, emotional, or mental, are being broken apart by the intervention of Archangel Michael and the divine forces at work on your behalf. This release is not just a moment of freedom, it is the key to stepping fully into your divine purpose. The transformation that is unfolding is not a superficial change. It's a deep internal shift that will impact every area of your life. Archangel Michael, with the sword of truth, is cutting through the layers of fear, doubt, and confusion that have been clouding your path. This intervention is divine and intentional. He is clearing the way so that nothing stands between you and the miracle that is coming. The emotional wounds, the mental blockages, and the negative patterns that have been passed down to you are being dissolved. This is not just a moment of healing for you, it is a generational healing. The things that have hindered your ancestors are being broken so that you can walk into the fullness of what God has for you without any spiritual weight holding you back. In this divine process, you may begin to notice old fears and limiting beliefs rising to the surface. These are the very things that Archangel Michael is helping to remove. Do not be afraid of the feelings that arise. These emotions are being brought to light so that they can be released. As you allow these blockages to come up, you are making space for the new, for the blessings that are waiting for you. You are being spiritually reset so that you can fully receive what God has prepared for you. Trust the process, chosen one, because each layer that is revealed and removed brings you closer to the breakthrough you have been waiting for. Forgiveness plays a key role in this process of release. Many of the blockages that have been holding you back are connected to unforgiveness, whether toward others or toward yourself. Forgiveness is not just a gift to others, it is a gift to yourself. It releases the grip of past hurts and allows you to step forward in freedom. When you forgive, you are breaking the chains that have bound you to the past. You are giving yourself permission to move forward, unburdened by the weight of the past. As Archangel Michael works to clear your path, let forgiveness flow freely. Forgiving others does not mean excusing their actions. It means choosing to release their hold on your heart so that you can step into the fullness of God's blessings. In this process of spiritual awakening, you are being purified. Just as gold is refined in the fire, your spirit is being refined to become the vessel that God intended. This purification is necessary for your spiritual growth and for the miracles that are about to unfold. You are being prepared to carry greater blessings, and this preparation often involves a period of discomfort and stretching. The obstacles you are facing are not meant to break you. They are meant to make you stronger, more resilient, and more aligned with God's perfect plan for your life. Remember, chosen, one, spiritual growth is not always a comfortable process. Sometimes the very things that cause discomfort are the things that God is using to propel you forward. Trust the discomfort, for it is the sign of divine realignment. When God is moving you into a new season, there will always be a period of stretching of growth, of breaking free from old habits, patterns, and thought processes that have held you back. You are being prepared to step into a new level of favor, and that requires you to be ready to receive all that God has prepared for you. As the blockages continue to be cleared, you will experience greater clarity. Your mind will no longer be clouded by confusion or doubt. You will begin to see God's plan for you more clearly, and you will feel a deep peace, knowing that everything is falling into place. The spiritual forces at work are not just removing obstacles, they are also aligning your heart with God's will. You will start to feel more connected to your purpose, more aligned with your divine calling, and more in tune with the Holy Spirit. This alignment is what will allow you to step into the blessings that are unfolding. This is also a time of renewed strength and restoration. You may have felt exhausted, drained, or overwhelmed by the trials and challenges you faced. But now, as these blockages are released, you will feel a renewed sense of energy and vitality. You will begin to sense God's presence in a deeper way, and His strength will empower you to walk through this next season with confidence and boldness. The restoration you've been waiting for is here. God is not only restoring what was lost, He is also giving you new opportunities, new relationships, and new resources that will propel you forward into the future He has prepared for you. As Archangel Michael clears the path before you, understand that this process is also about spiritual empowerment. With every blockage removed, you are stepping into greater authority, greater understanding, and greater spiritual insight. You are being equipped not only to receive blessings, but also to be a blessing to others. This is not just a personal breakthrough. It is a spiritual calling that will impact the lives of those around you. You are being positioned to carry God's light into the world in a way that will bring transformation and healing. The release of these spiritual blockages is preparing you to walk in your full calling and purpose. In this moment of spiritual awakening, take time to be still and listen. The spiritual forces at work are not just clearing the path, they are speaking to you, guiding you, and preparing you for what's ahead. Archangel Michael is not just removing obstacles, he is also providing spiritual wisdom and guidance to ensure that you are aligned with God's perfect will. Stay open to His voice, stay focused on His direction, and trust that He is leading you every step of the way. Chosen one, the moment you've been waiting for is now upon you. The trillion-dollar miracle that heaven has been preparing for you is no longer a distant dream. It is unfolding before your very eyes. The blessings, the breakthrough, and the divine favor you have long prayed for are now manifesting, and they are about to transform your life in ways you never thought possible. This is your season of divine acceleration, where the very things that seemed out of reach are now within your grasp. The miracle you are about to receive is not just a financial breakthrough. It is a life-changing event that will touch every area of your life, from your relationships to your career, your health, and your spiritual growth. It's not just about wealth. It's about divine favor and restoration, bringing everything into alignment with God's purpose for you. This miracle will open doors that were once closed, heal wounds that have lingered for years, and bring you into a season of abundance and fulfillment. Your waiting is over, and the floodgates of heaven are opening to release everything that has been promised to you. The trillion-dollar blessing that is on its way is not merely about material wealth, it represents the total transformation of your life. It is the restoration of everything that has been lost, the healing of every broken place, and the alignment of your life with God's divine purpose. This miracle is a catalyst for your spiritual and personal growth, taking you to heights you've never imagined and positioning you to fulfill the unique calling God has placed on your life. The financial blessings that are coming are simply the outward manifestation of the spiritual breakthrough that is taking place within you. God's favor is upon you in ways you have never experienced before. This is the moment you have been waiting for, the season where the blessings you've prayed for are not just answers to your prayers, they are confirmations that you are walking in God's will. As the miracle begins to unfold, you will see how all of the seemingly random pieces of your life are now coming together in ways that make perfect sense. The relationships, the opportunities, the provision, all of these are being divinely aligned to bring you into a season of unprecedented blessing. Your faith has brought you to this point, and now, as the miracle begins to manifest, it will require your continued trust and action. This is not a time to shrink back or hesitate. The miracle is unfolding, and your part in this is to walk boldly into the abundance that God is pouring into your life. Just as God has been faithful to lead you through seasons of waiting and preparation, He will now empower you to step into this new season of fulfillment and prosperity. This miracle is a direct result of God's faithfulness to His promises, and it's time for you to walk confidently in the favor that has been set aside for you. But as you step into this new season of blessing, remember that this is not just for you. The miracle is meant to overflow into the lives of those around you. God's provision is not just for your personal gain, it's for you to become a vessel through which His blessings flow to others. You are a conduit of God's favor, and as you receive, you are called to give. This is a season not just of receiving abundance, but of becoming a source of blessing for others. Whether it's through your time, resources, or influence, the blessings you receive will empower you to help others step into the same favor and transformation. This is also a season of restoration, not just of material possessions or finances, but of relationships that have been broken or strained. The divine favor that is being poured into your life will bring healing to your family, your friendships, and your connections. This miracle will restore what was once lost and bring unity where there was division. As you walk in the favor of God, you will see how relationships that were once distant will be reconciled and how new connections will form, aligning with God's divine purpose for your life. The miracle is not just about what is happening in the natural. It's about the transformation that will take place in every area of your life. As you embrace the blessings that are coming your way, know that this is just the beginning. The trillion-dollar miracle that is unfolding is the first of many breakthroughs in your life. As you step into this new season, you will find that abundance and favor flow easily into every area of your life. Doors that were once closed will now be wide open. New opportunities will come knocking at your door, and your life will begin to align perfectly with the divine plan God has for you. This is the season of your breakthrough, chosen one. The moment you've prayed for is here, and the miracle is already in motion. God's favor is being poured into your life in ways you never imagined, and this is only the beginning. As you continue to trust Him and walk in faith, you will begin to see the full manifestation of the blessings that have been prepared for you. Your life will never be the same, and you will walk in a new level of favor, abundance, and divine alignment. Embrace the miracle and step boldly into the life God has designed for you. Chosen one, the miracle that is unfolding in your life is not just about receiving something. It's about stepping into a new season of divine favor and unprecedented transformation. As you begin to experience the full manifestation of the blessings God has promised you, know that this is not the end. It is the beginning of something even greater. The breakthrough you have been waiting for is only the first of many miracles to come. The divine favor that is being poured out into your life is not a one-time event. It is the start of a continuous flow of blessings that will continue to grow and increase in your life. You have entered a new season, a season where abundance flows freely and God's favor surrounds you at every turn. The doors that were once closed, the opportunities that seemed out of reach, are now opening wide for you. This new season is not just about what you will receive. It is about becoming the vessel through which God's blessings flow to others. Just as you have been blessed now, you are called to be a blessing. As you walk in this new season of divine favor, you will see how God will use you to impact those around you in profound ways. The miracle unfolding in your life isn't just about the trillion-dollar blessing in the form of material wealth or resources. It's about the spiritual growth, the personal transformation, and the deepening of your relationship with God. You have come through a season of testing, a season of waiting, a season of spiritual preparation. Now, you are entering a season of fulfillment where your trust in God's plan is fully realized and the abundance He has set aside for you begins to pour into every area of your life. As you receive, you will also give. As you step into this season, be mindful of the people around you and the opportunities to pour out what you have received. This is the time to let your light shine and to be a source of divine blessing for others. Every miracle God brings into your life comes with a purpose. It's not just about personal gain. It's about fulfilling His divine plan for you. Your blessings are meant to equip you to walk in your true calling, to serve others, and to bring God's love and truth to the world. As you experience this miracle, you will find that it aligns you even more deeply with your divine destiny. The blessings you receive are not for your own consumption. They are tools that will help you fulfill the calling that God has placed on your life. This is your time to step into leadership, to rise in your calling, and to bring the light of God's kingdom to the world. This season of divine favor will bring a deep sense of peace and joy into your life. As the miracle manifests, you will experience restoration in every area: physical, emotional, relational, and spiritual. You will see how the challenges and struggles you faced in the past were necessary to prepare you for this moment. Every trial, every setback, and every moment of hardship has been a part of God's divine plan to strengthen you and position you for the blessings that are now flowing into your life. You will experience new opportunities that will take you to places you never thought possible. New relationships will be established that will elevate you and bring you into alignment with people who share your vision and purpose. These relationships will be divinely orchestrated to help you fulfill God's plan, to support you in your mission, and to bring mutual blessings to both you and those you encounter. The miracle you are receiving isn't just about personal success. It's about collaboration with others in fulfilling God's greater purpose. Your success will inspire others, and as you share in their victories, you will see how God multiplies your blessings. This is also a time of spiritual growth. The breakthrough you are experiencing is not just external, it is a spiritual shift. God is elevating your understanding, your wisdom, and your ability to discern His will. You will begin to see the world differently, and you will approach your life with a deeper sense of peace, knowing that God is guiding you in every step. Your faith will grow stronger, and you will develop a deeper intimacy with the Holy Spirit, who will continue to lead and guide you into the fullness of God's will for your life. In this new season of divine favor, you are being prepared for greater responsibilities. As you receive the blessings, you will be called to steward them with integrity, wisdom, and generosity. The more you trust God, the more He will trust you with what you have been given. You will be entrusted with greater influence, greater opportunities, and greater resources. With each blessing comes the responsibility to share it, to use it for the expansion of God's kingdom, and to continue to walk in humility and obedience. As you continue to step into this season of miracles, remember that the key to sustaining this breakthrough is to stay grounded in faith and gratitude. Every day, thank God for the blessings He has poured into your life and for the favor that surrounds you. Gratitude opens the door for more blessings. The more you recognize and thank God for the miracles already unfolding, the more you will see His hand at work in your life. His favor will continue to increase, and your heart will remain open to receive all that He has for you. Chosen one, this season of divine favor is not just about receiving, but about growing into the person God has always intended for you to be. Every blessing is designed to bring you closer to your true self, your divine calling, and your purpose in the kingdom of God. This miracle this season is just the beginning. As you walk forward in faith, you will see that the blessings will continue to flow, and God will continue to open doors, heal wounds, and bring restoration to every area of your life. The best is yet to come. We're grateful you joined us on this powerful journey today. If this message spoke to your heart, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe so this truth can reach more souls. Your support helps create a movement of transformation far beyond this space. If you're ready to receive what God is releasing in your life, declare it in the comments below. Your breakthrough is already in motion, and we're walking beside you every step of the way. Stay grounded, stay faith-filled, and see you soon.